everyone. Hi everyone, it's Professional High Priestess, and I'm here to do just a really quick evidence dump. I'm gonna start doing those. I have the proof of chaos and then also the rest in peace report, but I'm gonna start doing the evidence dump. So there's certain things that come across my table or that come to me and I'm posting them so that you guys can use them for your cases. And for this specific issue of the sound technology being used on people because it's very close to getting shut down permanently for good. I wanted to tell you about somebody that emailed me. So you guys know that Corp Commercia watches my YouTube channel. I just have to show you guys this. Corp Commercia. So you guys know that I had mentioned Corp Commercia, and I said, oh, that basically what's been happening is Corp Commercia was getting robbed because they were uploading their staff to this technology to spy through their eyes and spy through their ears so that they can hear what they're hearing and see what they're seeing so they can intercept like their logistics and intercept their transits. And Corp Commercia was getting robbed because of it. And then the money that they were bringing in for doing the shipment and stuff like that, they weren't getting paid fully, right? And there was like a hacking of the website wherein they were moving products and the products weren't paid for yet, right? So what ended up happening here, because they were using a technology wherein they were going and they were ordering stuff, and then Corp Commercio was sending it out thinking that it was sent, but it was like a third-party software, a hacking software ran on their server to make it seem as if they were selling all these products. Corp Commercia emailed me today after I mentioned them in my video. I just want you guys to know that they're watching my fucking channel and everything that you guys are doing, they are absolutely watching. Now, some of my subscribers are like, okay, but what does this have to do with me? You guys are going to find out that hair extensions, clothes, press-on nails, a bunch of plastic products and other products that you guys are looking for, clothing products, fibers, that's done in specialty products. Like some of you guys are like, oh, I live in California, but I love this Louisiana hot sausage. That's about to be done for because this is what we're talking about with logistics. Logistics companies getting hacked and then all their products getting taken out and then sold on the street. So now, another thing that's about to come up here is with Corp Commercia emailing me. So now you guys know that they're watching and they've been telling everyone about this technology and about me, the black woman that they put in virtual reality that's exposing this. So now you guys can know that we're trying to get this to turn off. They're just trying to like build up evidence for court. Like, do you see this episode? And then we got robbed here. Do you see this? And then she's saying this here. Do you see what she's exposing with these documents? And then look at what happens later. We got robbed over here because they're going to end up going into a very big lawsuit against the United States government and these different companies like the California Endowment and whatnot that were playing with this technology and starting a bunch of shit. Okay. So that's one. Another one is, Leary. I have a few emails that I'm going to read out for you guys. Hi all. I just wanted to send this out regarding the VR simulation that Leary started with her family. For those of you guys who don't know, I cut Lucy out of my life because she's very delusional and practices a very sinister form of racism wherein she thinks she knows what she's doing. Pause. Before I keep going, I'm going to let you guys read this email. I'm going to keep this here so you guys can like just pause it and then read the rest of it. Okay? This is done. This is the end of the email, and then there's something else that I'm going to show you. I just want you guys to know that Lucy O'Leary is one of the white families. They have sex with their families. She's one of the white families that was supposed to be in the Bay Area, setting up people in the farm justice movement so that black and brown farms don't get money to buy up all the other farms that wherein the farmers just passed away. There's thousands of farms where the old farmers, the family that passed away, they were I'm gonna put Ababakabaxia on the karmic. It's orbital magic. Good. It's your brain will rot. And then I'm gonna put Ababakamblang Blackslia. That one is your skull will rot. Ababakamblang Blacksia is the frontal lobe on the left side will rot. Ababakamblang is the frontal lobe on the right side will rot. Ababakanklaxing Klunklalai is the back lobe in the right is going to rot. Ababakanklunklaisliklin is the back lobe on the left will rot. I'm gonna rot your entire brain for playing with me with that technology. Good. So that's what happens when you play too much, and I'm bringing back that Arbitel. I haven't touched that since I first it was first downloaded to me. The Arbitel that you guys are talking about is not really like um a magical book. That's like fake magic. It's like it was brought by Galileo and them. Like, oh, we have our own speech. It's not activated. The real Arbitel, like a book of magic, is the Arglanclune. It's a lion language, and it's also a specific type of like hyperdimensional language that they're trying to showcase in Harry Potter. So when you are playing with somebody, I have the whole entire book. I can pull from the whole entire book. Like your left leg will be removed. That one is clear. Your left leg will be the bone in your left leg will be removed. It will rot. If I say like your left foot will rot, that's clear. It's a magic book. I'm just gonna start writing every single day, bitch, until you get the fucking message to turn that shit the fuck off. So, anyways, moving back to what I was saying before I was interrupted, Lucy was one of the white people that was sent out to make sure that black and brown people don't get money to be able to buy farms because they knew that all these farms were going to be up for grabs and they wanted to keep a handle on the factory farmed food. Because if all these farms were taken up by solid people all at once, which we actually did a lot of that behind the scenes because they didn't know that they were being investigated and people knew what they were doing. So everyone stayed away from them. I was the only one that they were able to like try and target, but it didn't work because everyone saw what they were doing. There we go. So that's a group of people that couldn't play with me. So what ended up happening was Lucy was sent out to do that and play with other people that were in the social justice movement. She went to Harvard. She went to Harvard and Boston and she tried this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this female that I'm talking about, I used to be friends with her. I stopped talking to her because she's very, very fucking messy. And I even had to have like several like sit downs and talk to her with other people mediating and stuff like that. And they all said the same thing. So like, well, you guys don't need to be friends. And I was like, no, we don't have to be friends. So I stopped talking to her. She was using spell work on me to be her friend, even though I knew she was goofy. That's my first thing of I don't eat at people's house and I don't play with certain people and I don't get around people that I know for a fact play with spell work and shit like that. I don't play with that. Do you know that she was telling people that her family was involved with Bohemian Grove? That her dad was going to the Bohemian Grove place? People have seen pictures of this because they've been there. It's just Cyborgia Irklankla families. They go there. They go there for gatherings to do like sex rituals on each other. When some of them do bad things, like when their kids like do too much and start too much shit, they take them there and then a bunch of men have sex with them. They actually enjoy it. It's very fucking delusional, their whole lifestyle. She doesn't know that people like know that. Like, oh, ooh, I didn't know people were gonna like tell on my family because everyone's calling the police on their family. So she didn't know that I remember that. Like, you don't remember telling me that your dad is part of Bohemian Grove and that your family has resorts and shit like that, and then your family's rich and shit like that. You went to private school, all girls private school and things like that, to go start a bunch of shit with other other Irklankla females. It's like a school that they sent them all to where they were teaching them how to be clowns. Yes, that will remove the bones in your body. I'm gonna remove your stomach too, your small intestine. That one is irklankakangklikaklar, and then the other part with that would be wugawaizaakul. Yeah, it's an interesting language, but it's like it just moves magic. It's a language that moves entity, the substance of an entity. So I'm gonna use that on YouTube and remove your small intestine. Let that be it. So what ended up happening with the Cyborgia or Clonkla nonsense is she didn't know that her family was being watched and that she had gotten caught. Her dad worked at UCLA and he was the one that was organizing all these different people on the campuses to start a bunch of shit on the computer and playing. So Lucy's brother works with different crypto projects and she exposed the fuck out of her brother running her mouth. And this is how God works. Because remember, they were starting hella shit with me, right? And running their mouth about me. Do you know that there's several people that I'm like, do you know I never ever told anybody what you did or what you told me or what you were doing? And now that you guys gang stalked me for several years, I didn't say anything. I just kept quiet, kept quiet, kept quiet. I didn't think that it was necessary. Now that this is blowing up and coming to a head, do you know I can expose all of you guys now because I'm the only one that has the story and now it's like you can't lie because look at everything that has happened in my absence. See, that's when this is the power I always tell you guys of staying in your lane and letting bitches just crash. Period. You saw me stay in my lane for 4 or 5 years when I was being harassed and stalked and all kinds of shit. Did you see me acting out and starting shit and causing drama and lying? And no, I minded my business and I kept on working and helping other people. And look at what happened. Look at what happened to me just recently. Look how my life just changed. I was looking for, I had to leave my other apartment. Hella shit was going on. I got everything going for myself now. And look what's going on now. I got my housing. I got my money going together. Look at what we're about to do with this whole gold. Look what's going on in tech. Everyone's fucking fighting, beefing, and complaining. And we're the only person that knows how to fix the computer. So now, another thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna remove your vitality. That one is war clank lalir lie sleer clack clank lalir r glunka coon class slack laclar. I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. Good. Stop playing. So now, here. Yeah, they at the very beginning when I started writing this Arbitel, this book that I'm reading from, like this magic that I'm calling down, it's a very vicious thing for me to be angry and speaking this type of magic over people. It's very vicious. I remember when this first started with the virtual reality, I used this on a bunch of white men, and this is where you have different health epidemics coming out with bone cancer and bone spurs and stuff like that. Now, one of the things that got started is it stopped a lot of fuckery, and then they started telling other people to go play with her. Let's see if this will happen. Okay, it looks like everyone's getting sick because of the technology. Maybe we should stop using it. And that's when everyone else started taking fentanyl. Like, oh, I can use fentanyl and I do it, and I can do this and play in her ear and do this and do that, and I'll get spiritual powers and get shot in my face because that's what's happening with people right in the streets. What ended up happening was this is how they brought in the Martian, not the Dai Li, the Martian, aka Asian people that are hella fucking off sitting on the computer playing all day. Martian, not Kirigani, Martian. So I had to just tell you guys how fast this magic works because you really will get your stomach removed. You will really have plates in your head removed. Your brain will really rot on you. So Lucy, when she was running around starting a bunch of shit with my name, she forgot that she leaked tele information about her family. It's like a spell. You will say things and not remember. Like I don't know. It's like really weird. But those are the things that I remember. Like oh okay, I never remembered it. Like oh I'm gonna use this against you later. It was never like that because I'm not like the type of person. But it popped up like we only let you hear this. You're remembering this from your memory crystal because it's coming up now in all the investigations that your twin is on, and that all the investigations that are gonna stop all this. Her brother is working on one of the three crypto projects. Remember, I told you they were hiding everyone's crypto. All the money that they stole from your Cash App, your Venmo, your PayPal, and your EBT, they're storing it in different cryptocurrencies to spend later. Her brother is currently working on one of those projects. He has all three of those tokens in his wallet. The feds are gonna look up Lucy O'Leary. Shut your fucking mouth. The feds are going to look up Lucy O'Leary. They're going to look up her family. They're going to find out about her dad, that he has hella charges and he's been involved with different pedophile groups. Her family's been charged and all kinds of stuff like that. They're going to look into her brother, find out what crypto companies that he's involved in and what he's invested in. And that's how it's going to stop. Because I was like, how are they going to find these tokens and find these families? Because I was like, I can go through the list of tokens, but like, and divinate on them. I know one of them for sure is Cardano, and one of them is Bitcoin SV and the MakerDAO. But how are they going to be able to find like all these other tokens in this and something just popped into my head? Lucy, remember how she was gossiping about you and she's still running her mouth? There you go. That's going to stop all of it. I was like, okay, good. Perfect. I always know that for every bitch that has something to say about me, every bitch that started something on me, there's about 10 investigators, 100 hood niggas and hood females, thousands of people in space, guacatazi everywhere, and people that are just tired of it, just ready to get them smacked out. So this is one of the things that I had to show you. I had to show you something else too. Good. That's perfect. Another thing that's also very messy too is one of those white families. I have a mailbox where I go get my mail. Somebody was playing the virtual reality and I was like, let me see. Like I'm supposed to be going to this place and going to that place and I was like trying to like scan. Like, oh, is my mail there yet? And stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let me go. About something's gonna happen if I go. I walk into the mailbox place and that man is standing right in front of his mailbox number. I said, "Ooh, let me give this to my twin because he can just look up this mailbox number and see what they've been getting sent here because there's a system they don't know because of what they did at my mailbox." And this is once again when you're playing with a white pedophile who's playing with fentanyl, talking about he's an assembly member and starting shit. At my mailbox and a few of the other ones, they have a system. Anytime you get a package in, they have to scan it. They scan it, right? And then it's in there. Then you get like a little sticker put in your box to say, hey, come to the front desk and pick up your package. This dude, every single package that he has had sent there is tracked by fucking USPS and the federal government. So all of the missing stuff from Goya Foods, all the missing stuff from Corp Commercia, that man has had it tracked through that whole entire UPS system because you are playing at my fucking mailbox. Do you see what I'm talking about? Good. Do you see karma? Perfect. So this is another one that got sent out with the about Desiree Johnson playing with period blood. Now, one of the things that I'm going to say, because this is not necessarily like what I wanted to talk about, I really wanted to talk about Lucy and Matt Crypto, and then I wanted to talk about these white men playing fucking games, and you're playing with some of the most wicked, demonic magic in any fucking universe. That's what they got white people organized for. Like, oh, she has a magic that she can give you. She'll have to give this to you because you'll upload her to this, scream in her ear, she'll get annoyed, and then she'll give you this. But what is it? I'm telling you, she'll just give it to you. It's the Argonanclone of the Lions. Only Leos have this one. It's for war. It's war magic. It's Sekhmet. Sekhmet created this. Sekhmet. Okay, so they thought that they were going to get this from me, but only certain Leos have it because we're activated. And this is where we come into the astrology again. If you are a karmic, you do not have a regular zodiac. You have a Pachachua. That is the cursed zodiac. You're a chemical demon. If you are an upstanding person and you're cleaning up your act on this planet, you have a zodiac. You have 18 planets. You need to activate them and then go activate the languages associated with each sign. Like there's a certain water language that certain high vibrational Pisceans can write. I can't write that unless they invite me to. I don't have access to every language, but I do have a water language that only Cancerians can write, and it's for enchanting bodies. This is where you get Agraduswai, the Spanish magic that I talked about. So you guys have to go ahead and you need to activate those Akasha and go clean up so you can use this type of stuff for yourself. Because you see how it's working over here, because I'm gonna cast a very wicked, fucking disgusting magic on a bunch of white men, and in an instant this is gonna get turned off, and it has something to do with their whole entire body simmering with pain. But it's a pain that's very like subtle, like, oh my God, I didn't know that I had no energy and I can't even make it to the end of the block. What the fuck? Oh my God, I didn't know I had no energy. I can't even drive that far. Like, I'm gonna just like, I don't even know if I could take an Uber. I'm gonna see if somebody can even drive me, but I'm too tired to even sit in the car. What the hell? I got hit with this magic because I ate chicken. It's magic. Because I ate chicken and they were trying to teach me don't eat chicken anymore because we'll curse you. We're cursing the whole planet. You guys need to be very careful playing with me because I'm really not playing at all with this magic. So now, but remember, this magic is not real. I'm crazy. I'm hallucinating. Magic isn't real at all, you guys. Just go over there, because once white people start complaining about magic, watch them pull out all the stops and nothing's going to get done. I promise you. White people are going to be screaming and crying. It's going to be like Walking Dead for them and nobody's going to care. Watch. So look at this. Desiree Johnson, period blood in public food, and Ashara Ekundayo. You guys need to read this. But one of the things I also wanted to let you guys know is Ashara has a second name. And this is what the feds are going to look into. They're going to look into her second name. Then they're going to pull up police reports with her second name in Detroit, Michigan in like 2004 to 2009. And they're going to see that Ashara has a different name. She left Detroit. So a lot of people don't know it's this Ashara that you're talking about unless you Google her face, because she cut off all her hair too. She married somebody and then she came to California and started a bunch of bullshit. Okay, now I know what Daisy's talking about. There's at least like 4 or 5 older women that know exactly what I'm talking about for how it blew the fuck up with magic in like their age group. Women like around 50 to like 60 years old. And it was a shower that started it. So one of the other things that got started here was started sending this out to people about what's been going on. So another thing is, yeah, crack pipes and everything. She hasn't seen this, but now she's gonna see it. That, oh, you never told that I had crack pipes in my house. Yeah, I was wondering if you saw that. Saw that. Oh, you never told that I was putting period blood in people's food. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you knew that. Oh, yeah, I was putting period blood in that farm. I didn't know that you knew that. I didn't say anything. I just stopped talking to her. I'd rather just do that. You could just do that. It can happen now. So this is another one that the cartel needs to see because what ended up happening was Desiree got caught, and then in the virtual reality, she said, "I have an announcement to make. You guys all drink my period blood. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Keep doing it." Ooh. But you have to remember that all of that is recorded by the technology. So a profile, she doesn't have a profile, but it's on the profile of somebody that's uploaded. Yeah, yeah. Latifah Simon's profile has this on there. Communications, like things that you can like track, like incoming messages and stuff like that on the technology. She heard it, so you can go look in her profile. Okay, good. Ooh, fucking we, baby. So that's one of the things that I wanted to show you too. So it was Corp Commercia with this with Lucille Leary and that with Desiree and then this with our Gluncloon. I'm writing our Gluncloon every day. I need to go to Atlanta and get my our Gluncloon book. I have I can rewrite it, but when you guys see the syntax of this book, you're gonna be so mad that something like this exists. I never knew that you can do stuff like that, and you just been sitting here just like patiently trying to get this to stop. Okay, now I see why people are sick and dying like this. Because you're playing with children sexually and you're playing with me. Okay, good. So that's all I have to say, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, somebody's case is closed. The fuck?